Welcome to Hanging with Heid and an intro to my new book, Living Truly Free. And just as I said in my last post, I was probably going to share some of the book with you. And some of you might be asking, hey Heid, what's this all about? So I thought I would read just this first little intro to you. And so I hope you enjoy at least the intro and it kind of gets you excited about what's to come. So here goes. When I sat down to write this morning, it was to pen an article for my blog. I've been teaching on my show Hangin with Heid and on my blog about the tactics of the enemy, with a desire to set as many people free as possible. As I read the article to my husband and began to get very passionate about its contents, I realized it's a book, not just an article. Many times in the past, I have sat down to write a book about relationship with Jesus, or how to strengthen our walk with Jesus, or the ideas go on. Each time I would sit down and get a few chapters in, I would pause, walk away, feel frustrated or unsatisfied with where to go next. Now, I can say that Satan stopped me from completing what I had sat down to accomplish, and that would be true. But even more true is that I myself wasn't ready to write what God was carefully birthing in me. I could feel the idea growing and taking shape, but each time I tried to bring it forth, it was too soon. I wasn't where I needed to be in my relationship and understanding with God to possibly get down what God really wanted said. For those who don't know me, I have been a seeker of Jesus Christ since I was 6 years old. He introduced himself to me in a very powerful way at that young age, solidifying in my life instantly that he was who he said he is. I will most likely share the story somewhere in the pages to come. Being the person God designed me to be, I latched onto my relationship with him with everything I had. He said, impressed upon me strongly, to read the Bible. I got the Bible off my mom's small bookshelf and began to read it. At the same time of my salvation in Jesus, my mom gave her life to him as well. She began to subscribe to Guidepost magazine. I'm sure there are those of you who still get that magazine. And I would faithfully read the devotions and articles in the small booklet. One time while reading it, I saw an advertisement from Billy Graham Ministries on discipleship. So I sent it off and received a free discipleship course through the mail. I diligently completed the course and then received a certificate of completion, which, by the way, when I got it, it had gotten ripped in the mail, and I was so upset because I was even perfectionistic then, which I'm not now. I don't claim that over my life. I believe in excellence. But anyway, it had a tear in it, and I was just devastated. But I digress. My journey of relationship with Jesus had firmly begun. There is a lot to my story, as I am sure there is a lot to each of yours. Knowing me, I will sprinkle bits and pieces of mine throughout these pages. Like a good comedian, I use my own life of mistakes and victories as my material to teach. Not only does life experience make teaching more palatable and believable, it connects us one to another and creates relationship. And God is truly all about relationship with his creation. Why, you may ask, am I the one to write about living truly free? Well, like the Apostle Paul, who began his life as a persecutor of Christians, believing himself to be right because of his deception of the religious spirit on him. Then he had his eyes literally opened by a risen Jesus Christ, and he became tremendously devout to doing any and all that God asked of him. So it is with me. Although my life in Jesus was from a real place of zeal for him, the enemy of my soul had come in many ways and deceived me greatly. Through walking through those deceptions and coming into true freedom in Jesus Christ, I have become zealous to reveal the devil's tactics, to equip those with Jesus' relationship so they can walk a free, destiny-filled life. Here are a few things the enemy doesn't want you to know. 1, Satan is a liar, and everything he says is a lie. 2, God is absolutely good, and there is no bad in him or connected to him. 3, Satan hates us above all else because we are made in the image of God. God wants nothing more than to have true, rich, and amazing relationship with each one of us. 5, Satan will do whatever it takes to keep us from that relationship with God. 6, God set all laws in motion from the beginning of creation, and we are all under those laws. And a hint, I don't mean the big, huge Levitical laws from like the laws of Moses, and just side note. 7, these God laws literally give us freedom to walk undeceived by Satan. 8, Jesus Christ died on the cross and rose from the grave to redeem us from all sin and death, and to give us back all authority and dominion lost to us from Adam's relinquishing of it in the Garden of Eden. 9, Satan wants us to believe that everything that happens is random, and we have no ability to bring it into order. 10, Satan never wants us to learn about the law of seed, plant, harvest. 11, Satan wants to keep us at arm's length from God, believing Satan's lies so that we can never come into true relationship through trust in God. This, in itself, holds us in bondage from the truth and from walking in God's full blessings. 12, Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, and no one comes to the Father unless through him. 13, who the Son sets free is free indeed. Get ready. The best is yet to come. So that's the beginning. That's what starts the book. I hope that gets a little bit of taste in you, and you're going to be excited to want to check it out on my blog when I start posting it there. And if you go on to my website, and you can sign up to get notifications so that whenever I send an email from there, or I post a new Hang with Heid, or I post a blog post, or even post anything new, like update it, so anything to do with living truly free, you will get a notification email that tells you, hey, Heidi's done something new, you might want to check it out. So I encourage you, get onto my website, HeidiJoLopez.com, and sign up to get email alerts for whenever I'm updating my website. Blessings. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.